This film describes the servicing of SMP-BC stop and changeover valves in sizes 38mm NW40 up to NW150. Here you can see the tools that are necessary for valve sizes up to 101.6mm NW100. To start with, we will show the servicing of a 51mm changeover valve, as this is typical for stop and changeover valves in sizes up to 101.6mm NW100. Remove the CIP connections. Take off the lower clamp. Remove the lower valve body and seal ring. Remove the lower valve plug. If necessary, use a spanner to hold the lower stem steady. Remove the O-ring from the lower plug. Take off the middle clamp. Remove the middle valve body and the seal ring. Remove the lower stem. Remove the O-ring from the upper plug. Connect compressed air to the actuator and activate the valve. The upper clamp is removed. The compressed air is released and the air hoses to the CIP valves are disconnected. Lift the actuator together with the upper plug out of the upper valve body. Remove the seal ring. Remove the clip assembly from the valve stem and remove the upper plug and seal disc. The lip seal is removed from the seal disc. The CIP valves on the upper body are dismantled. The O-rings are removed carefully from the valve plugs and the valve body. The valve plugs are carefully clamped in a soft-jawed vise. Cut through the bevel rings with a knife and remove them with a screwdriver. Make sure that you do not damage the bevel ring grooves in the valve plugs, as this will impair the excellent hygienic characteristics of the bevel rings. The valve is now completely disassembled and is ready for the fitting of the new parts from the service kit. Here you can see the tools required for fitting the new bevel rings. All of these are marked with the valve size and function. For ease, we recommend using a hydraulic press when fitting the bevel rings. Firstly, we will show you the assembling of the upper plug. The bush is put into the tool for valve sizes up to 63.5 mm NW65. Put in the valve plug and ring. The slanted surface should be uppermost. The tool is put in the press, and it's important that it is completely centered. The lower bevel ring is fitted to the guide ring. The horizontal plane should be positioned as shown in the drawing. The guide ring is pressed into the guide piston. The guide piston is fitted into the main guide. Note carefully that there are two guide pistons in the valve sizes up to 63.5 mm NW65. Place a steel plate over the tool. The bevel ring is now fitted with the help of the press. It's a good idea to pump a few times. The upper bevel ring is fitted in the same way. Now that both bevel rings are fitted, the valve plug is inspected. If the bevel rings are not fitted 100% correctly, they're pushed home by hand. Any air trapped behind the bevel rings is released using a screwdriver. Take care not to damage the valve plug. The lower plug is now assembled in the same way. After inspection and bleeding, the reassembly of the plugs is complete. The valve is now ready for the fitting of the new parts from the service kit. Firstly, the CIP valves are assembled. Fit the O-rings to the valve body and the valve plug. The O-rings are lubricated with grease as outlined in the instruction manual. This CIP valve is now finished and is screwed onto the valve body. The same procedure is carried out on the other CIP valve. The compressed air connections are mounted on the CIP valves. The lip seal is lubricated and is fitted in the seal disc. The upper plug stem is pushed through the lip seal. The seal ring is placed in the upper body with the slanted side uppermost. The seal disc and plug are fitted in the upper valve body. The actuator is fitted. The air hoses are connected and the valve is activated. Fit the upper clamp. If necessary, lubricate the clamp screws. The plastic ring from the clip assembly is fitted, and then the compressed air is released. The clip is fitted. The O-ring is fitted to the upper plug. Loctite is applied to the thread and the lower stem is screwed fast. The The seal ring is placed in the middle valve body with the slanted side upwards. The middle clamp is fitted. Loctite is applied to the thread. Fit the O-ring to the lower plug and screw the plug onto the lower stem. If necessary, counter pressure can be applied by using a spanner. The seal ring is placed in the lower body with the slanted side up. And then the lower clamp is fitted. The valve is now completely reassembled. We will now show you the servicing of an actuator for valve sizes up to 101.6 mm NW100. The grey plastic plug is removed. The cylinder is turned anti-clockwise using the special tool and the locking wire is removed. Counter pressure is not necessary as the spring is caged. The cylinder is pulled off the bonnet. The O-rings are removed from the bonnet. The stem guide is removed. The piston and the spring are pulled out of the cylinder. The O-ring is removed from the piston. The O-ring is removed from the top of the cylinder. The actuator is now completely taken apart and is ready to receive the new parts. The O-ring is fitted in the cylinder. This is lubricated with an approved grease, following the recommendation in the instruction manual. The O-ring is fitted to the piston and is lubricated. The piston and the spring are pushed into the cylinder. The O-rings are fitted in the middle piece and is lubricated. Press the stem guide in. The cylinder is pushed down over the bonnet in such a way that the groove and hole for the locking wire are opposite one another. Put in the locking wire and turn the cylinder clockwise using the special tool. The cylinder is turned so that the air connections in the cylinder and in the bonnet are opposite one another. Fit the grey plastic plug. The actuator is now reassembled.